Previously on Survivor. After the elimination of Brian, the remaining contestants merged, except for the people who were poisoned. Instead, they did a poison challenge. With this poison challenge, a Big Brother twist was called upon, granting some of the players the power to nominate 2 players who were previously poisoned to put on the block. With that said, Jake, holder of the poison idol, used his poison idol advantage to swap his place with another place who wasn't previously poisoned. Using his power, Jake chose Luca to take his spot on the block, and it was Luca who was eliminated. But before he was eliminated, he was able to grant his idol that he had been holding to Colin. Who will be voted off next? Find out tonight on Survivor.
I am on cloud 25 right now out of 9. I just cannot believe how everything played out. The Brian vote went perfectly. Sean didn't seem that upset, but still kind of upset, and I'll still work on that. The twist gets announced. My heart sinks. The other tribe is pissed at me. I know that. I could tell by the way they talk to me. And then Luke says, "You can use the poisoned idol," and I was like, I'm not going home. I have it. No one knew I had it. I stand up. People are cheering. People are shocked. And, yeah. It's just a crazy amount of adrenaline ever since that moment that I'm still riding on. And I do have to leave, so I'm just trying to do a quick sum up. But I'm just so happy right now. I mean, coming into this game, I needed one moment where I can look back on things and smile and just be happy, and I think today was that moment. Putting up Luca was honestly awful. I did feel very, very bad about it. But ultimately, when Luke said, idols can't be used, I immediately thought, we have to get rid of him. This is the perfect opportunity to split up him and Colin, someone I've been very worried about, to give my majority alliance the majority without going behind Colin's back and making him feel like I went against him. And I think I have a pretty good strategy for this immunity. So obviously I'm a Survivor super nerd, not just a super fan, just a super nerd. And I'm involved in a lot of the online discussion chats. So my strategy is going to be to send it to the internet, to go to the masses, and to just spread it as far as I possibly can.
Hello, as you may or may not know, my name is Paul Levine, and I'm playing on the very first season of Syrvivor Syracuse. The immunity challenge this week is to get as many votes in the poll as possible. So please, I am launching my social media campaign. I urge you to click the link down below or above, or whatever, and vote for me, Paul Levine. Put in your email and then vote for me. No one else. Thank you. My name is Paul Levine, and I approve this message. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that.
The challenge is not filmed. It was for us to go get people to vote for us, external people to vote for us for immunity. So basically, my strategy was to reach out to all my friends who go to different colleges, put it on my Facebook, whatever, social media, send it to my family and everything. We'll see. I don't know. I think Paul Paul Levine probably has a pretty good chance of getting stuff. So that's okay. I mean, he's in my alliance, but I mean, obviously I'd like to win immunity, but I think this one might be out of my hands. I'm not as popular as he is. But basically, I'm pretty sure that I'm in a lot of danger. I know people want me to play my idol that I don't have. A lot of people think I have an idol because I started that rumor. Because I want people to be scared of me. I want people to like freak out and want me to like, because they don't want me out right now, they just want me to flush that idol. And so many people think I have it. I'm not super worried about votes because I'm shaking. Because I know like my alliance has the numbers. It's 9 people and right now it's 5v4. We've got me, Valentina, Jake, Paul, and Ava all voting Ryan. Hopefully no one on their tribe has an idol. I think perhaps, and possibly Sean. I don't know what Sean's gonna do, honestly. He's not necessarily in their alliance, but he's not necessarily in ours either. Hopefully Ava can like talk to him and see what he's doing. I'm not super sure. That's like kind of up in the air, but it'd be great if he voted with us. But it'll still work either way. The big thing is if Colin has an idol. So basically, I think Luca gave Colin his idol. I'm not sure, but I think that's what happened because I don't know who else he would have given it to, and I'm pretty sure Luca did have an idol. So basically, the huge thing is just we're hoping that Colin will use his idol. But it won't matter because we voted for Ryan. I don't think he would use his idol on Ryan.
So obviously, as you can tell by the white bandana, I survived, made it to the merger, so that's pretty massive. Obviously, last week was pretty scary for me. I came closer than I wanted to getting eliminated, but I'm still here, so that's all I can really ask for. Honestly, probably didn't try as hard as I should have this week trying to get immunity, but based on everything that I've heard, I think I'm in a good spot. As for my plans this week, I am kind of just done with everyone that was in my tribe. In Tofana, prior to the merger, they lied to me 2 weeks in a row, and I honestly don't have the patience or the tolerance for that, so I'm kind of done with them. And thankfully, the other side, the other tribe, La Costa, they welcome me with open arms, it seems like. So as of right now, it seems like the plan is for me and the 4 of them to just kind of pick off the rest of Tofana one by one until there's the 5 of us left, and we'll rock from there. So I think this week we obviously have to see who wins immunity. As of right now, the plan is Jake. He is just a snake, straight up. Like, he lied, like I said, lied to me 2 weeks in a row. He did a admittedly really good job about hiding the fact that he had an idol, and it obviously cost Luca his spot in the game. So I just can't trust him, and I think that's the way all the remaining La Costa people feel. So we're kind of we're ready to get rid of him. If he happens to win immunity, then I think the backup plan is Paul. This week will show me whether or not I can trust them.
So an absolutely huge challenge in Survivor, and Luca got voted out. My closest alliance in this game is gone, and does it make me nervous a little bit? Yeah, but he transferred his idol to me, so I have an idol now. That's good and bad. It's good because it's another life that I can use before the final 5. But it's bad because everyone knew Luca had an idol because he kind of revealed it at the end. So I have this target on my back now that people might want to get rid of me before the final 5 because I have an idol, which, that makes perfect sense. But I'm really starting to like my La Costa tribe. I mean, we merged, but I trust Ryan and Logan and Valentina a lot. I really like them, and I told them today, but I would much rather lose this game to them than I would to the other people who are in this challenge. And I like Sean, and I know that he's sick of his old tribe because they lied to him twice, and he's really good at challenges, and he's just a fun guy to be around, and I really think that if we can get him to vote with us, which he seems to want to do, then we can get a nice solid group of 5, and we can just start picking off the other 4. If we can do that, then we can all guarantee ourselves a spot in the final 5, which we've all talked about, you know? And I think that all of us together in the final 5 would be a very positive thing. Like I said, I would rather lose to them than anyone else, but also in the sense that I think that in the end that they would vote for me in a jury. I'm starting to think long term about the jury. I don't know. There's just a lot going on. This week, the challenge is to campaign for yourself and get votes, essentially. And I've been doing that like a good bit. It closes in a couple days, but I've gotten a lot of votes just from Instagram story and Snapchat story, and I know that other people aren't campaigning as hard. We'll see.
So I'm basically like the swing, but I'm not really the swing. I've always been loyal to Toxic by Lil V. That's Jake, Ava, Julia, and Paul. But I'm sorry. But yeah, so I'm basically been telling Toxic by Lil V everything, like with the receipts and everything about like exactly what everyone else is planning. Okay. Our alliance name on the other side is One Girl, Two Assholes. Long story. It has to do with me, whatever. But I'm a little nervous just in terms of how I'm gonna cover it up, but I think I know. I think I'm just gonna say I was pressured, plus I don't even know. I think I'm just gonna have to lie my ass off and just say that like they offered me a better deal, which is like not completely untrue. Like I'm more loyal to them anyway. I know they're more loyal to me than the other people are anyway. So it should be fine. I'm just, right now, we are just a little conflicted of whether we should do Colin or Ryan, because Ryan is definitely like the safest, and he's been talking mad shit. But Colin, he's an idol, which we know of, but Colin has told me multiple times that there's no way he's playing the idol, because he knows that Toxic by Lil V wants him to do that. They can flush it and they don't put his name down anyway. But the thing is, we might actually put his name down and then just like pull a Vince from last night and then just like have him never use his idol and go home.
I was FaceTiming with Colin, Valentina, and Logan, and we were kind of coming up with a game plan of what we were going to do this week. And we always like to have some little elaborate scheme, and so we wanted to start the rumor amongst everyone that Julia is our target for this week, because we all believe that she has an immunity idol. So we want to kind of flush that out. We want her to get scared and play it. However, the real goal is to vote out Jake. So the 4 of us are all going to vote Jake. We've told Paul and Jake, who have both reached out to me during the past couple nights. Jake's kind of nervous. He's been texting everyone. Paul, I just kind of haven't really talked too much, so I wanted to at least touch base with him. And they're all on board with voting Julia. So if she feels scared enough, hopefully she'll play the idol, and then Jake will ultimately be voted out. Also, it's worth noting that Luca passed his immunity idol off to Colin, and Colin has told me, Logan, and Valentina, he's been very upfront with us about it, that he has one. And so yeah, and I think the other players on the team are suspicious, but it hasn't been confirmed to anyone but us. So I also want to let you know that he has trusted us enough to tell us that.
Hello, I am in a lovely privacy booth in the Whitman School of Management right now, and I just got off a FaceTime with Julia because I don't think anyone else in the game has classes here, so this is like a safe space for us versus Newhouse Communication School where like everyone's there all the time. You cannot walk by without being seen by someone else left in the game. But last night was a little concerning because we were discussing who to vote for a little bit more, and we were all leaning towards Ryan, obviously, because he was going crazy. Ryan also texted me last night, and he wanted to talk, and I was like, okay, we'll talk later. Well, no, first he texted me during the day, and I just completely ignored it intentionally, because, like, I'm busy, I have plans, I'm fasting for Yom Kippur, but I also had, like, 3 assignments due and an exam, and not 3, like 2 and an exam, but I was just a mess yesterday. I didn't need to, like, bog myself down and talk Survivor for an hour, which I eventually did, but whatever. So I just didn't respond to his text for, like, a couple hours, and then he was already, like, shit-talking me to the group chat that Valentina's in with, like, Colin and Logan for intentionally, like, straight up ignoring him. Like, dude, chill. But anyways, we were all pretty set on voting Ryan until Jake told us that Colin for sure told him that he is an idol. Until Jake told us that Colin told him that he definitely has an idol. And it was obviously on our radar, but now it's, like, really, like, wait a minute. And we were talking more, and we were like, Sean might have his idol as well, because we're still unsure about that. I was pretty set on the belief that he didn't have it after the whole Brian tribal. I feel like he would have used it, but there's still the doubt there. So going to this vote to get rid of Ryan would have been stupid, because it's like we get rid of Ryan, and then so what? We have 3 people left. 2 of them have idols, possibly. That's just not smart. So we all wanted to flush the idol and vote Colin out, but Julia would not let up, and it's because she knows. And it's not even because she knows it's her name. Like, her name is just the name they're throwing out. It would have been Jake, but she would not let it up. And I was like, sister, you can't control all of us. Because in the group chat, it was back and forth. It was like, we should get rid of Colin or Sean, mainly Colin, and flush an idol. And she was dead set on Ryan. And we all want to get rid of Ryan. Like, he's talking way too much. But, come on. Like, she really thinks she has control of us. And literally the highlight of the conversation, Ava was kind of on the side of, like, get rid of Colin, and then, like, 5 minutes pass, and she's like, okay, Julie and I talked, and, like, I really think we should get rid of Ryan. And I was like, I know y'all live together, but, like, come on, Ava, think with your own brain. I mean, I get if Julie's your final 2, but you gotta recognize your final 2 versus a final 4, a final 5. Like, what's more solid?
Okay. Hey. So, last tribal was a wild one. Crazy things happened, but everything kind of went the way my alliance expected it to go. So it's really exciting. I think this week we're planning on voting on Ryan. So hopefully everything goes according to plan. Monday, tomorrow. I'm home this weekend, so I didn't have a lot of time to chat with people. My sister's in the background, trying to tilt it. Okay, cool. So, didn't have a ton of time to talk to people, but I've been, like, texting back and forth with my alliances to see what's up. So hopefully nothing's going, like, nuts over in Syracuse right now. But yeah, I think tomorrow should be a smooth, hopefully expected tribal. We'll see how it goes.
What's going on? Anyway, so Jake and I are building a fake idol right now, and he knows what they look like. I barely do.
Why are you building a fake idol?
Because I told everyone I had an immunity idol, and I fucking don't. I don't have an idol. Well, I've already kind of been flaunting it.
But
like everyone,
she needs backup just in case.
Everyone thinks they know that I have one. But here's the problem. Here's what's gonna get scary. If you get an immunity and Paul doesn't, they're just gonna vote for me.
Probably. Unless they think you have the idol and they're gonna vote for Paul.
So we just made kind of a big decision. I'm talking to Colin, and I'm telling him that Julia's playing an idol and that she wants to vote for Logan. And we're gonna go balls to the wall.
And we're gonna vote out Colin!
We're fucking voted for Colin.
With an idol in his pocket.
If he plays it, one of the 2 of us is on the fucking jury.
You know what?
And we will be rooting for the other person.
Exactly.
Yes.
If we pull this mother shit fucker, I can't say any of these words.
Definitely don't.
If we pull this off, that's gonna be awesome. And if we don't, Jake has my vote at final vote.
Same with you.
Okay, I've been talking to Ryan and I've come to this and I need y'all to hear me out. Julia has the idol and so do I. He admits that he has the idol. If we are committed to making the Final Four together, we have to start picking them off and flushing out their idols. If we convince Julia, who may not even want to vote with Paul and Jake, that she's in danger, which is easy because she'll vote with anyone, then she will play her idol and we will blindside Jake, who can't be trusted in the future. That way, if we pick them off one by one and we all make the Final Five, my idol will be deactivated and none of y'all will have to worry about me playing it or doing some crazy shit at the end of the game. Okay. Okay, Colin. Okay. And then Colin says, I have to call Sean because I think him and Ava are close. I worry that we can't trust him. This info comes from Valentina. Yeah, they were supposed to go to Destiny today for semi-shopping, so I'm slightly sus about that, you know. I asked him if he's down to call. Maybe Sean can get Ava to vote for someone. I think Jake. I bet Jake. T.
Who did you get these screenshots from?
Valentina, and they think that she's with them, but, and I,
You never had a suit.
oops. You want to see what my mom said? She said, what time is Survivor? And I said, 10 minutes. And she said, good luck, be prepared, no emotion. And I said, trust me, I know, I'm a snake now, I give 0 shits. And she said, that's my girl. And I sent her this, and she said, and it's a freaking game.
So I haven't really been trying to get immunity this week because I feel like I wouldn't really win it anyway, like whether people who are in like a sorority or Paul's mom putting it on Facebook. Like I feel like that's just like, it's kind of like I'm definitely not gonna win it. So I instead like spent more time like talking to people and like making sure that like we have like solid alliances to make sure at least like I won't get out or like people that are in my alliance won't, and like to have the numbers even if I don't get immunity, it doesn't really matter. That's why like, as of right now, like me, Valentina, Ryan, and Colin are like talking together about like getting someone out, but we're not exactly sure 100% who we want yet, and we're trying to get Sean to vote with us, and he already said he would, but you never know because he's still pretty close to people on the other team. So hopefully that works out, and yeah, hopefully we just have the numbers where so even if none of us win immunity, it doesn't really matter for us in the end.
Stop recording. PJ, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to get you fucking votes.
PJ, where are you getting these votes from?
So currently, I just put it in my Mets group chat with 225 members here. If that would focus, see, 226. And then my friend from Penn State put it in his frat group chat, so that's like another 200 kids. Yeah. And I texted like everybody I know from home and my family, and Lexi even voted for you. I just got that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous right now. Basically, they think that the votes against me would be Sean, Valentina, Logan, Ryan, and Colin. However, we're hoping to pose some sort of counter against them, which would be the 4 people from Tafana, myself, Ava, Paul, Julia, which doesn't include Sean, and then we'd hope to pull in Valentina, and she's hopefully talking to Logan about just seeing where her head is at. Valentina is someone who screwed me before, and now I have my fate's kind of in her hands if she decides, hey, you know what, I think Ryan is a more solid ally, because he completely is, and gets rid of me, it would make a lot of sense for her.
Okay, hey guys, just wanted to fill you in. I feel like I'm in deep doo-doo right now just because I'm really just trying to decide who's the best person or who's the best group to stick with, just because I know I can win if I'm with Ryan, Colin, and Logan, and possibly Sean, whatever. But I would rather sit next to and have the jury pick between me, Paul, Ava, and Julia. So I'm just a little iffy just because I want, my heart is with Toxic by Lil V, but at the same time I have to think about my game, and I don't know which one, I genuinely don't know which is the best option, because the Colin and etc. group are making a very compelling argument of exactly what could happen if we get out Jake this week, which is fine. I'm fine with getting Jake out, but like I don't know if I want to sever ties with the other people yet, because I know that come jury, I know that they would vote for me to win. I know that they would respect the game move, but I would still rather play with them than everyone else. And that's why I'm a little like I don't really want to turn on them, and that's why I don't know whether I should, but at the same time, I don't know if they would turn on me, you know what I mean? And like, I'm kind of doubting everyone.
Hello, okay, I am here at the airport. Nice, right? So I unexpectedly had to go home this weekend, so I am unfortunately missing Tribal in the Challenge. Tribal is going on right now. It has been going on for 10 minutes, so I am really stressed. I hope our plan works, because things were kind of up in the air, because Colin obviously does have an idol. We're hoping he doesn't play it. We're hoping they really trust Valentina. But I'm literally on the edge of my seat waiting to hear. So we'll see. We'll see.
So this is going to be an interesting tribal. I think what we want to do is without Jake, but I know that Julie is nervous. I didn't reply to any of her texts, and I lied all week along with Valentina, Logan, and Ryan. So we'll see how this goes, but hopefully Jake goes home, Julie plays the idol, and we all walk out of here happy. So I think hopefully that's how it goes.
They're staring at me. They all rolled up together, and it was pretty freaky, and I know they want to vote me out, and I'm a little nervous, but I've got something. I'm so scared right now. But I think it's Tribals. I don't know if it's gonna go the way any of us planned. Let's see how it goes. Okay.
So basically,
We're getting Jake out.
no one knows what's happening this week besides the squad.
We're the majority.
Basically, yeah. The squad this week, well, from now going forward, is me, Colin, Logan, and Valentina. Sean is voting with us this week, but he's not in on the whole plan.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
no.
never talked
Colin and I both reached out to Sean this week, and we talked with him, and
What are
he
you
is totally
wearing?
planning on voting with us. He's voting
Oh, I
Jake.
thought it was a cowboy hat.
However, doesn't know the full plan, in the fact that we were disseminating the rumor that Julia was getting, just because we didn't want that spreading, that there was like.
But we still want her to play her idol.
We want her to play the idol. We're
But she showed me today again.
Yeah, we literally know she has it. We want her to be really nervous. We have like a lot of schemes this week.
Yeah, she was popping off.
Yeah.
One girl, two assholes was popping.
Toxic it is. So, first moment of business, we have to crown the first person who wins individual immunity. Sean, who do you think is going to win?
I thought you were about to say that I won. I don't know. I think it's either Jake or Paul. I think it was Paul's mom, right? It didn't work for him. I tried to get my mom to do it, but I don't know how well. But I think it's Jake or Paul. I feel like they put in the most effort.
Fair enough. Ryan, who do you think won it? Jake, Paul?
I mean, I also joke on it, but you know, I did try to share it like to as many people as I know, but Jake and Paul were definitely a lot more public about it. But you know, I feel like I still like tried. You know? Yeah.
Paul, why do you think you won it?
I don't think I won it. You never know. There's no way to know. I think there's a possibility, but I put in the work of reaching out to like everyone I know. I got involved on campus, so I wanted to reach out to different circles. And I had my mom post on Facebook famously, and she is the queen of Facebook moms. Like up until now, it's like been a little bit much for me to handle, but now it's finally paying back. So I'm glad to have her in my life. And for others. I don't know. I also took to my own social media campaign on Twitter and Instagram. It's like I have a video on Twitter, I have a post on Instagram, I have people commenting and retweeting, But my social media team, me and my mom, I feel like we really covered all the bases. The big three: Facebook, Twitter, Insta, you know.
Great commitment.
And even a little Snap story at one point.
I love it. Jake, why do you think you won today?
I think Paul won. I did my best. I reached out to everyone I know, but I famously have half as many followers as Paul does. I did what I could, and hopefully it was enough, but I think Paul probably won it this week.
Fair enough. Raise of hands, who thinks that they have a shot
At winning?
at winning the immunity?
I'm like a
Just in my sheer popularity, without even posting shit.
All right, fair enough. I'll go straight into the results.
Can you give
so we
us
don't
the
have
top
much time.
three, just
Yep.
so we know?
So, from what was it, Friday to Wednesday at 11:59, we totaled 825 votes.
Damn.
So that's a lot. That's a lot. And we had 3 top by a good margin. First and second were split by 5 votes. 5 votes. In third place, with 66 votes, was Colin Blaze. Congrats, Colin. Second place had 302. First place had 307.
Whoever's in second, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah. And it went down straight to the wire. 11:59 was the last vote. And the winner for the first immunity is Jake.
Oh my god.
Jake, come up here.
Was Paul second?
Jake had 307. Paul had 302.
PJ Clark campaigned for me at 11 o'clock at night. Shout out to him.
Jake is safe for today's tribal council and is immune. Oh, we're done. There we go. Thank you.
I couldn't even get everyone in my own fraternity to vote for me.
All right, with Jake safe, we're going to go straight into tribal council.
I think I won.
We're going to welcome in Brian, first member of our jury here today. All right. All right, jumping straight into it. Toxic. So welcome to Tribal. First time as a merged tribe, other than the poison vote. We're talking about the poison vote. Paul, walk me through that big twist. What happened there?
Well, first you dropped the Big Brother thing on us, but I think that's what was first. I don't know, but I was just very excited to hear Big Brother, and we were all speculating. We've been speculating over the past few weeks how you were going to do the poison thing, and there are theories that someone would be eliminated, and I personally didn't piece together the idea of it happening right as the merge was happening, but I think that was a big surprise. Again, Big Brother crossover was great, but we were all like taken aback and surprised. And then the whole thing with 2 people who were poisoned would be nominated, and if the veto was used, the fact that someone who wasn't poisoned would be a replacement. I think we were all very surprised by that, and it ended up being that person. So it was just a roller coaster from start to finish.
Sean, you were on the block, probably sweating your boots off. Talk to me.
I was definitely nervous. I don't know, I got like more comfortable, I think, with Jacob Luka up just because I felt like I had the numbers at that point. But I was nervous the whole time because I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't see like the idol being played. I didn't really. I expected the twist might be coming soon, like the poison might be coming soon, but I didn't know how it would take place. Yeah. I was nervous. That was the closest I've come to going home, so I wasn't ready to go home. So I was definitely nervous, but obviously I'm still here, so I'm feeling good.
And the idol player himself, who was also on the block, how did it feel to get off the block in the fashion that you did?
It felt pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, I would have been very nervous sitting against Sean. He apparently feels the same way against me, but I think it would have been a tight vote, and I don't know what would have happened. But obviously, when you were talking through the rules, I started to realize, oh shit, I have the poison idol, so no matter what happens, I have the veto power. I put up Luka because I knew he had an idol. It was pretty common knowledge, and I feel bad that I had to do it, but I don't feel bad for saving myself. So I felt good to pull myself off in a scenario where I very well could have gone home.
Fair enough. Ryan, talk to me. So you guys lost a La Costa member in Luca, meaning that you guys have 4 La Costa to the 5 Tofana. Are you worried tonight about the numbers mix?
I mean, personally, not really. No, but we were like shaken up by that. It was no surprise to anyone. We were shocked that happened. Luca was also clearly, like, he was sad. You saw him walk out of that competition last week. He did not see it coming. None of us saw that coming. But no, I mean, I wouldn't say, I think if anyone at this stage of the game, now that we're merged, isn't worried, and there's an issue there, because, like, we're all kind of all for ourselves right now, so everyone should be worried. But I don't think I'm worried any more than any other player, if that makes sense.
Fair enough. Going back to Sean. Sean, last week also Brian got eliminated. You were part of Brian's alliance, as you saw. You were betrayed not only once by Brian getting voted off, but by Carly. Are you a little bit against Tofana at this point, since they've left you out of 2 votes?
I mean, you could ask Tofana. They saw Han. Yeah. At this point, it's out of everyone, so like, try to do that. I get you how to do it.
Colin, Sean just says you can talk to Tofana. I mean, Sean's obviously on the outs of that tribe. Is that a person easily to take to your side and have the numbers 5-4?
Well, logically, yeah. But again, like, if you're worried, if you're not worried, then you have a problem in this game because you never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? There's a lot that's going on.
Julia, does that make you worried that Sean might actually flip to the other side and this Tofana Locosta mix might be blurred?
Yes. Sean has not talked to me all week. A whole week I've reached out to him, he's just basically given me nothing.
I mean, that's not true.
I will pull up the text messages.
She asked me who I was voting for, and I said I had to wait to see who got immunity first. So, which is true. So you thought it was me or Paul? Well, now I know it's you. I didn't know who it was going to be. I knew. I mean, eventually I knew because I thought Paul was going to win immunity because I just saw him on Facebook and everything. But I don't like. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not a tribe. There's no tribe anymore. Toxic.
Logan, this is good for you guys. You just said you guys aren't on any tribe anymore. I mean, is that good for, if I were to call it out, Sean, yourself, Ryan, Valentina, and Colin moving forward?
Well, I think it kind of could be good for anybody because now, or like we all, it can be good or bad for both people because the people that you didn't think weren't alive with you may not anymore, and they may feel like it'd be better for them elsewhere. So I think you really don't know until you get here and you see how everyone votes, and then you see like who switched.
Fair enough. That's a good point. Jake, I mean, you're kind of on a roll right now. You have immunity. How does it feel to have that while the numbers might not be on your side this week?
It feels very good. I was definitely nervous, and I feel like I voiced that to other people this week. Just because I'm coming into a new tribe where you don't really know where things stand. The thing about the merge is I'm meeting some of these people for the very first time, and it's tough to gauge exactly where everyone stands right away. In addition, last week I kind of stood out, obviously. I had to make a big play to kind of save myself, and I think people can definitely look at that and say, oh, Jake's a threat, we need to get rid of him. That's why I campaigned my ass off this week, and that's why I'm so happy to be safe right now.
Paul, how worried are you? I mean, you lost out with 5 votes. Jake's obviously a threat, but he's safe. Well, how are you worried right now?
Yeah, I mean, after like going kind of full send with my social media campaign, I realized that it wasn't exactly the best look, but I just really wanted to push myself because I'm not like the biggest physical competitor, so I don't know if anybody was there. My memory is famously depleting by the day. So I really thought this would be like a good challenge that I can win. It's like very easy for me to do the social media thing, but it didn't work, and now I'm just worried that I don't know, like I'm front for it, and now I'm just not. And the fact that it's 5 votes too, like if I get voted out tonight, I would be sad. And I didn't say I would cry. I might cry, and then I have to call my mom and explain what happened, and she'd feel bad. So.
Sorry to cut you off, Paul, but Julia, talk to me what's going on here. What's going through your brain right now?
Fight till the end, baby. Fight till the end.
Fair enough. I mean, as we see, Ava's not here. She had to go home unexpectedly.
Yeah.
But would that be someone to possibly put a target on because she's not here? Easy vote.
Put a target on anyone. Put a target on someone that's not me.
You obviously have ties being Jake and Julia of the fans. When is a good time to make a big move going into the merge so early?
It's hard because I have to think about my game hard because you do have to separate personal and game. We know how that has worked out in the past, so that's something to keep in mind as well. But I think even though I love every single person and have personal everyone, the game is a separate entity, and I just have to look ahead.
I mean, Logan, talk to me. I mean, Julia just talked to you. This could be a chance to make a big move. And join the other side. Or do you just stick with your guts and just sail with your own alliance and don't make any big moves right now?
After this week, it'll be more clear as to what like is the best option.
Sean, I mean, you've been betrayed before. Do you trust your new Locosta jumping over to the Locosta tribe other than Tofana?
They obviously, like, if I was a part of that group, I obviously would be odd man out. So, like, I don't know, I've obviously been odd man out on my own tribe. So it's I don't know, you kind of, like we've always said, you can't really tell until votes happen. But I trust everyone who I'm saying right now, just for my own survival.
Julia?
I just want to say I'm not going to out anyone, but whoever's on my mind right now,
Ryan, what's your thought on that? Plan B.
What am I supposed to say there? Like, I am clearly not in that alliance. Julia.
You didn't say clearly.
We talked earlier in the week, and I was like, Julia, we're going to talk later this week.
You said you would come back to me.
She never reached out to me.
You never reached out to me. You said you would come back to me. And everyone on the other tribe is bitter, and everyone is on the other tribe is bitter.
Alright, well maybe that's why you're trying to call shots right now.
I'm not calling shots.
Well,
I'm just playing the game.
She's just taking them. Sorry.
Oh, baby,
well, I guess we'll find out what Plan B is soon, if it does happen. Sean, you're first to vote.
Okay, so we were not expecting Jake to get immunity this week, but he did. And little does Julia know that we also had a plan B in case that happens. So
It's far behind. This doesn't work.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen, to be honest. This could be rough.
So, I knew what I was doing today. No, scrambling a little bit.
Oh, I should not do this one.
Anyone has an immunity idol or want to play it, now will be the time to do so. Alright? I'll read the votes.
What?
You got it, Bart.
Are you good?
The person voted out will be asked to grab the torch, let it get stuffed, and leave tribal council immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Paul. Second vote. Paul. That's 2 votes, Paul. Third vote. Colin. Colin. That's 2 votes, Paul. 2 votes, Colin. 5 votes left. Fifth vote. Paul. Sixth vote. Colin. That's 3 votes, Paul. 3 votes, Colin. 3 votes left. Colin. That's 4 votes, Colin. 3 votes, Paul. 2 votes left. Eighth vote. Paul. That's 4 votes, Colin. 4 votes, Paul. 1 vote left. The 9th person voted out, Survivor, fans versus first, and the 3rd member of our jury is Colin. Colin, grab the torch.
Good game, guys. It was fun playing.
Good game, Colin.
Colin, Travis vote. Make up. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Next time on Survivor. With Colin out with an idol in his pocket, the remaining Locosta tribe is fighting to figure out who flipped from their original 4. In addition, a challenge of memory is tested upon the cast members, and new alliances form as others begin to falter.
On the vote, I could have played my idol. I considered playing it for someone else, but I decided not to because I thought that we had the vote with Sean. I think it might have been him who flipped and voted me out. But either way, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. This is a lot less stress in my life now. I could go and do more things on the weekends now, which is kind of sick, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this, and if anyone's like considering playing this, like please do. Like it's a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. I made some really good friends. I want to say good luck to Ryan and Logan and Valentina and whoever flipped on me. I have a feeling it was Sean. Pretty rough, but you know what it is, but whatever. We'll move on.